Our past is already set in stone. Our present is what it is. But our future is never 100% certain. We don't know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow, or a year from now, or 10 years from now. Why do we dream? I'm going to take this question in the metaphorical sense because I don't really, one, know about the literal sense, and two, this isn't a science channel. This is more of a philosophy, kind of like deep thought channel. Why do we dream? Why do we keep reaching higher and higher? Why do we hope for a future that we may or may not even get to have? I think that as humans that we're not very often, at least, happy with exactly what we have. Now, sure, we can feel a level of contentness and we can be thankful and grateful for what we have in life, but we tend to want to reach even higher. You know, you get 100 followers on Instagram, and you think to yourself, wow, life would be so different if I had 10,000 followers. And then maybe someday you actually reach that milestone, and it's really cool for a while. You feel really good about yourself. But then you want the next thing. You want to get 20,000, 30,000, 100,000, and you keep going higher and higher, and you dream for more. But it never feels like it's enough. When you get a new car, it's the biggest deal in the world. You want to tell everybody, you want to show everybody. You want to experience that car and everything that it has, but eventually it just becomes another tool, a way for you to get from point A to point B. Then you dream for your next dream car. You finally attained the car that you wanted, and now you strive even higher. Why do we do that? Well, as humans, I think, we always want to attain more because we acclimate towards our surroundings. We become used to something. And I think that there's something poetic about the idea of us always trying to reach even higher and further. I think that's how we got to the point where you're watching a funny man on a screen. A person saw TV for the first time in dreams. Eventually we had the internet. Eventually we had YouTube. And here we are today with a beautiful camera and a great scenery, professional lighting, great mic, everything. Because people kept dreaming for more. They kept dreaming for a better audio quality, a better viewing experience, a better platform to share everything on. And because of those dreams, you're able to have what we have today. I think we dream because we want to create the best possible environment for ourselves. And not even just for ourselves, honestly, but for humanity, depending on what the dream is, of course. People dream for power so they can influence the world in a way that they see as being good and positive. Whether or not those intentions are true, it's besides the point. We dream for it because we hope that we can make everything around us better. I dream for a life where at my final moments on my deathbed, I can look back and think to myself, like, I did everything I possibly could in life. I don't have any major regrets, and I don't feel like I left out anything important for my life. You know, I want to do things that challenge me, and I want to do things that make me scared, because I don't want to eventually end up at the end of my life thinking to myself that I could have done more. Because if there really isn't an afterlife, I don't want to live my final moments horrified with how little that I did. I dream for that future, and I constantly strive towards that. And I think that that's part of what gives me a purpose, and what's part of like what makes life worth it to me. Because if I didn't dream, if I didn't look towards the future and think to myself like, what do I really want, then I wouldn't be able to justify living today because of all the suffering that goes on both in my life and the world around me. It makes it really dim and dark to try to live. So being able to dream for that better future and to hope that I could eventually make that happen with my own two hands, it gives me a sense of forward momentum and purpose in life. So why do we dream? I think personally we dream to cope with the crushing reality of our impending deaths. You know, we don't get forever on the planet. So instead of sitting here thinking about our awful past or our dim present or our grim future, we dream and we hope for a better future because that's the one thing that we have that's not guaranteed. Our past is already set in stone. Our present is what it is. But our future is never 100% certain. We don't know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow or a year from now or 10 years from now. So being able to dream for that better future is probably the most hope that we can attain as humans. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and do not forget to keep it casual.